What's going on, everybody? This is Leo from Daddy's Game Time, and today we're going to bring you a comparison for the Spigen and Luvvitt cases for the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. First of all, we have the Luvvitt Ultra Armor case, which is this one. The Luvvitt Ultra Armor case is very nice, very sleek, and it's the main competitor for the Spigen Neo Hybrid case. So we have dual layers for both of these cases. They decided to do their dual layer just slightly different. So let me show you first, beginning with the Luvvitt case. It's very similar in their placement of their logo here. Like they have their logo here, very nice, very subtle. So does Spigen, very nice, very subtle as well. These are two-part cases, so they break apart. Let's see here, see that you can break the hard plastic from the soft plastic. So first off, this is the way that the Luvvitt case goes ahead and manufactures their case. They recommend you take the plastic off first and insert the phone, then insert this part of their case. Now Spigen has it a little bit different. Now the plastic does not come off. The plastic on the hard plastic for their case is right here. It's on the edges. The rest of it is that flexible material. And so that's how they decide to do it. And no, you do not have to take off the hard plastic on this particular case when you're inserting the phone in here. So that's kind of cool. I noticed that with this one, even though they ask you to go ahead and insert or take off the hard plastic from this particular case to insert the phone, you could do it either way. It just works fine. So first of all, just off the bat, the build quality on these, you can tell through look and feel that the plastic inside is almost identical if you just look at it. But when you feel it, this particular plastic feels more premium. It's not as wobbly, it's not as soft as the plastic for the Luvvitt case. This particular plastic, obviously I would have to take this off for you to see. Like, it's a lot more flexible. It's, you know, just more wobbly. It doesn't feel as premium as you find in the Spigen case. So let's go ahead and see what these cases look like with their phone on them. So here we go. First we're going to start with the Luvvitt case. So we're going to pop the phone in there, and voila, that's how fast, that's how easy you have it in there. It's good, then it just pops in. It's just fine. I know it doesn't look great because I still haven't removed the protective film that the phone shipped with. It's the stock film. So I'm gonna be bringing you pretty soon a review of the the scratch protectors for some of these screens. So stay tuned for that. You can subscribe to our channel if you want to see the latest and greatest. But initial review, looking at this Luvvitt case, it's really cool. It's like a premium type of case. However, one thing that I think they kind of dropped the ball on is the fit. It's not super tight, the fit. If I push my fingers up, you can see the plastic still kind of wobbles a little bit. It's just not really tight on there. I mean, it still gives you a lot of protection, but it's not super snug like you would expect out of a very premium phone case. Other than that, everything else on this case is very premium. Obviously, aesthetically, it's going to come down to your particular taste. However, what I see here looks really cool. It's very slick, very simplistic. It has some good protection on there. This case has these little rivets that protrude, and it offers a little bit of extra protection. So that's a really good plus. The lips on here, you could see they protrude, so that if you put the case down face first on your desk or on your table, it's not gonna be on the screen itself. It's gonna be on these lips, so that's gonna protect it from scratching. Also, if you drop the phone corner first or side first, what it's gonna hit, it's not gonna hit the actual phone itself, it's gonna hit one of these lips. How hard will it how hard it hits, or how hard the impact is, will determine whether or not this case can actually hold up. Now, it is military grade according to their language that they have when they're trying to sell this case to you. Now, this one, I find it much easier to take off the phone from the case, which is a convenience when you're taking off the case and putting it onto the phone. However, if there is a large impact and the case isn't super snug onto the phone, guess what's gonna happen? It's probably gonna end up falling off the phone, and your phone won't receive the protection that it needs. So now we have the Spigen case. The Spigen case, as I mentioned before, it has the hard plastic on the edges, and when you put it in, it requires more effort for you to actually, you need to push it real hard to get this to go in. There's one, and there's the other. Very, very, very snug, and that is a good thing. I really enjoy it. It's a very good phone case. Now, when you install it, you will need to kind of adjust the outer shell to make sure all the edges are nice and snug in there, and so you get a surgical fit in here, which is magnificent. It fits flawlessly onto the phone. You can rest assured that if this case is dropped, or if this phone is dropped, it's not gonna come off the case. It's gonna, well, obviously a drop this small, it's not gonna, any phone will survive that. However, you can be rest assured if it's a larger drop, the case will still be on the phone itself. So this one is super snug. I like the fit of the case. Now, one thing about this particular case is that also it has those lips. Again, we're talking about lips, and lips are very important on a phone like this one, because in the edges, that's actually a usable space for this particular design on a phone. So you can't have any protruding lips on this side, or else they'll get in the way of the actual usage for the phone. So they can't have protection here or here, so they make up for that by making these raised lips on the sides. And this one has some really cool, really neato looking lips, I guess you could say, because that's giving it that extra little drop protection that it needs. And the corners are pretty, I guess you could say, pretty fat, but without making it like any bulkier as well. So the thickness of this, it's not very thick at all, as you can see there. It's pretty slim, actually. I can't believe some people would prefer to buy a slimmer case than this. This one is slim enough, I think, and it offers some military grade protection. Obviously that's according to their standards and tests that they've performed on this particular case. And one advantage that I would see that the Luvvitt case has over the Spigen case is that it does feel grippier to hold the phone on. It just feels like this is gonna grip on better to your hand, and therefore causing less slippages and possibly even less falls. This one, it does have the slick edges with the hard plastic. The hard plastic will protect it better on the edges because it's it's dual. You have the soft plastic and the hard plastic protecting it on the edges, so it will protect it better. However, you might have more falls with this particular case, the Spigen case, with this type of what's the word I'm looking for? You might have more falls with this particular case because it's a little bit more slippery, and not to say that it's slippery, but it's just slipperier than this case, the Luvvitt case. So there you have it. We have the Spigen Neo Hybrid, and we also have the Luvvitt Ultra Armor. So what do you think? If it was up to me, I think what I'll be using on my particular phone will be the Spigen from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us at Daddy's Game Time. I'm Leo, and please remember to visit our website, www.daddysgametime.com. Also visit our YouTube channel, keyword Daddy's Game Time. Also on Twitter, on Facebook, on Twitch, all keyword Daddy's Game Time. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your games and love your families.